Do you like Marvel? Do you like Mayhem? Do you like light card games where you can pummel your friends into submission? If so, stick around because tonight, Rolling with the Beard, we're reviewing Marvel Mayhem. Marvel Mayhem is a battle royale for 2 to 4 friends, soon to be enemies after you pummel each other into submission, hoping to be the last superhero alive and claim the victory. Players will choose one of the 4 superhero decks. They will take their decks, give them a good little shuffle, lay out their life counter in front of them, set it at 10, and each player also gets a handy dandy little reference card that tells what some of your special things do. Players will start with 3 cards in their hand. On their turn, they will draw a card, add it to their hand, and they will choose a card and play it down in front of them and follow the instructions on the card. Often these cards are attacking opponents, or sometimes putting out shields to protect yourself from incoming attacks, or sometimes they even give you life. There are special icons too that allow you to draw another card and play another card. And each of the 4 superheroes has a few special tricks up their sleeves and special powerful cards that they can use to help destroy their opponents. Let's take a closer look at what these cards actually do. When a player plays one of these attack cards, they will choose one of their opponents. The opponent that they have chosen will now take damage equal to the number of damage icons on that card, and they will mark them on their life counter. Some of the cards have little shields on them, and when the player plays those cards actually stay out in front of that player, and now any incoming damage doesn't damage that player, but you'll put little damage tokens on that card, and once the damage meets or exceeds the shields on that card is removed and put back in the player's discard pile. Some of the cards have little heart icons allowing you to gain life back. And life is very important because once you get to 0, you are eliminated from the game. And everyone will point and laugh. And some of the cards also have a little green card with a plus sign and a lightning bolt on it, and those mean that you get to draw another card from your deck and you get to play another card, which can be nice, leading to several combo moves in one turn. I'm gonna hit you. Know what you're asking yourself, Beard, is Marvel Mayhem good? And the answer is yes. Yes, it is good. It is a small, light card game that you can carry around easily in your pocket and play it anywhere with your friends. Now, is Marvel Mayhem better than, say, Dungeon Mayhem? And that is unfortunately a no, it's not as good. Only way it could possibly be a better option for you is if you just really dislike the theme and art of the Dungeon Mayhem series. Now, if you already have Dungeon Mayhem, and if you've spent a whole bunch of money on it like myself, which I guess is not really a whole bunch of money, but you bought this bigger box, you bought the expansion, you bought the base set, you're got a little bit invested in it. Is it worth buying Marvel Mayhem? Absolutely not. And I'll tell you why. They are almost the exact same game, but there's a couple little rule changes in Marvel Mayhem. It's like they took this simple game and said, hey, you know what? Let's make this game even more simpler. And they removed, in Dungeon Mayhem, if you run out of cards in your hand, you actually get to draw 3 more cards at the end of your turn. They eliminated that rule in Marvel Mayhem. And in Marvel Mayhem, they combined the draw a card and the play an extra card icons into the same icon. In Dungeon Mayhem, it was either you got to draw an extra card or you got to play an extra card. And I felt like just this little change took quite a bit away from the game. I felt like, you know, do I play this extra card to play an extra card in Dungeon Mayhem, but I'm kind of depleting my options coming up, or do I play this card that allows me to draw more cards, so that way next turn I can zig maybe when my opponent zags. But they eliminated that in the Marvel Mayhem, and they stripped it down to you just basically get another turn, which seems a little overpowered and unfair. So in conclusion, they're both good, yes. And I would say if the dungeon theme really turns you off, then go ahead and pick up Marvel Mayhem. But if you want a slightly better game, and if you are wanting, you know, to be able to play with up to 6 players, Dungeon Mayhem is the way to go. I'm sure they'll just milk the Marvel Mayhem and the Marvel franchise to death, and they'll probably just come out with all kinds of booster sets or extra characters and stuff. And I am excited to see what they bring out with that. But right now, I'm leaning more towards Dungeon Mayhem. So in conclusion, if you got Dungeon Mayhem, stick with it unless you just really have to have the Marvel characters. And if you're new to the series and just want the better games, just play the Dungeon Mayhem. And that's enough of my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Am I totally wrong? Is Marvel Mayhem the far superior game because it's even more streamlined? Either way, thanks for watching another episode of Rolling with the Beard. Please consider clicking that subscribe button and joining us again. Thanks for watching.